everyone, great to see you back on the Windsor family here. We bring you breaking news, fascinating stories, and little-known mysteries of the royal family. Make sure to like this video and subscribe so you won't miss any updates. In one of the most remarkable royal arrangements of the modern era, a pact whispered about in corridors of marble and silk. King Charles III, then Prince of Wales, was said to have signed a discreet but binding agreement with his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, to secure her reluctant approval to marry Camilla Parker Bowles. The late Queen, ever the guardian of tradition and the protector of the crown's image, had long viewed the union as an inevitable but delicate matter, one that required control, conditions, and clarity to ensure the survival of the monarchy's moral authority. What emerged from those tense palace discussions was not a love story of rebellion, but a treaty of restraint, a document crafted in the spirit of preservation rather than passion. Among the most notable clauses was the first and most personal. The couple would have no children together, ending speculation about the possibility of new heirs and ensuring that the line of succession remained undisputed through Prince William and Prince Harry. The second clause, just as symbolic, forbade Camilla from assuming the title Princess of Wales, a title forever intertwined with the late Princess Diana, whose memory remained sacred in the hearts of the British people. Instead, she would be styled as the Duchess of Cornwall, a title both respectful and reserved, designed to distance her from any perceived attempt to replace Diana's public image. The third condition limited her access to royal assets. Camilla would not own, manage, or directly benefit from any personal royal property. Her role, as defined in writing, was that of a companion, not a controller, the wife of the future king, but not a political force within the institution. She was further bound by the clause that she would hold no advisory power in state or royal decisions, remaining instead a supportive presence, offering counsel in private, but never influence in policy. Yet perhaps the most striking element was the contingency clause. Should the marriage ever cause measurable damage to the monarchy's reputation, provisions existed for her to step back, reduce her public role, or withdraw entirely from royal life. It was a safeguard that demonstrated Elizabeth II's foresight, an acknowledgement that love must never endanger duty. Camilla's children, Tom and Laura, were also explicitly excluded from the royal hierarchy. They would receive no titles, lands, or funding from the sovereign grant, maintaining a clear boundary between the Windsor line and her own. In the event of inheritance disputes, all royal property and privileges would default to the legitimate heirs, William and Harry. Even her public words were to be carefully managed. Any interview, speech, or media appearance required prior approval from Clarence House and Buckingham Palace, a measure intended to protect both the monarchy's image and her own. Finally, the agreement concluded with an unprecedented clause. When Charles eventually ascended the throne, Camilla's title would not automatically be queen, but would depend on public acceptance. In the end, the compromise worked. Time softened public opinion, and Camilla's steady presence won a reluctant respect. But behind the crown jewels and ceremonial smiles lies the truth of that royal contract, a love permitted by law, constrained by legacy, and forever bound by the late Queen's invisible signature of control.